many years I would only be able to play vertically for all the different CAGEDs of the pentatonic scale. And I thought today I want to give you a trick that's helped me break through these boxes for good. I'm going to show you what this trick is, how you can apply it to 2 notes, 3 notes, 5 notes in the blues pentatonic, and in the end show you some super nice licks that you can use to train this and really make it part of your lead guitar playing. Let's go. The real magic with this hack lies in its flexibility. I can move up and down with chord shapes, simple intervals, arpeggios, pentatonics, and so on and so forth. And all I have to do really to do this is to keep 2 tricks, or let's say rules, in mind. Number 1, know your roots. Number 2, stick to 2 strings. Basically, if you're in the key of A minor, our root note is the note A. That's where everything's built around. And I have to spot them on the E, D, and B string. It's crucial that we pick these 3 strings. I'm going to get into that in a minute. But basically, all I have to do is skip a string, skip a fret. Then skip a string, skip 2 frets. Sorry for the cheesy fretting. But basically, that's what we do here. And with that in place, we unlock a beautiful symmetry that overrides the G and B string, or let's say avoids it, to put it more simply, because now I can just fret everything symmetrically. And this works not only in lead guitar but also in rhythm guitar. So let's just dive in and take a look at our beloved Diads. Let's start with the simple triadic building blocks, let's say minor 3rd and 5th. And I'm gonna stretch it a bit further here so you get a nicer view. Pinky 5th, index 3rd. Copy paste it onto the D string, 7th fret, pinky 5th, index minor 3rd. Copy it over again. Pinky 5th, index minor 3rd. And suddenly I can really create this chord phrases. I can move up and down. And the great thing about that is that you get this call and response thing happening. And this call and response thing is a cheat code for intensity and evolution of intensity over a riff. I'm just going to give you a quick example here of a song using that. Okay, that's how far as it goes. But if you take a look at this song, for instance, you have the same trick I just showed you. In a different key, he plays in a trap tuning. What happens is, then 1 octave up, and then the riff comes in the lower octave. So you can use this as a spawning point to build up your harmonies through higher and lower registers. And with these Diads in place, now let's take a look at the Triads. And with Triads, we're going to pick the arpeggio exercise Paul Gilbert showed in the video I saw and adapt it slightly to our needs. Basically, he was building it all from 2 shapes. The minor shape looked like that. Minor 3rd on 1 string, 5th on the next. Then he jumps up to the next octave, and he jumps up to the next octave and concludes on the highest octave, giving 1, 2, 3, 4 octave points I've been talking about in this video. For the major chord, if I remember correctly, he took the C sharp here, flipped it to the next string, so play it like that. Again, 1, 2, 3. It's perfectly viable to play that way. I personally prefer to play it a bit differently. I will show it to you now. You can choose whichever floats your boat. Basically, I like to, with the minor arpeggio, shift up with the middle finger. Then see, I always use a slide in the beginning to move up. The same goes with major. Both ways go. I've personally just done I don't like this jump so much. You can train it of course, but personally I find this a bit more fluid. And with these arpeggio and shapes, now we open up a plane of super cool and fun exercises. And what better thing to use for arpeggios than actual chords? And since we just had a little chord progression in here, why not utilize it to practice arpeggios? I'm going to choose a bit of a smaller shape to not be all over the place and be a bit more condensed, so to speak. But basically, if you know what the way I like to practice, use theory to test if you can make the vibe of a song translate into any technique, any scale, any pattern whatsoever. So what we're gonna take now is look at our A minor, B minor, G major, F major, turn it into arpeggios. This is a super fun way to take harmonies from your favorite songs and use them to practice as double stops, arpeggios and whatnot. Check out my ascending harmony video if you like this approach for more details, and of course feel free to join my school community where you can chat with me, get free guitar lessons, get more in-depth guide about all of these things, and check and download the guitar profiles I'm going to provide here for free so you can try this stuff out musically yourself. As you can tell probably right now, mixing the stuff means we are going to bring in the pentatonic gradually. And the way I like to do that usually is to really make sure that the pentatonic contrasts itself a lot from the arpeggio, because the pentatonic has 5 notes, 4 of them are a minor 7th chord, so it's pretty darn close to a chord. And what you can do to just differentiate the two a bit more is to throw in the flat 5 for good measure. So we're going to take an arpeggio and then shift into the pentatonic by playing these bluesy licks. That makes it very audible. So the blue note really works wonders in, let's say, modeling out the shift between these two harmonic gears, so to speak. And next up, I'm going to give you 4 licks that you can try out all over the neck to really connect the pentatonic and the arpeggio. Now, lick number 1 is pretty simple. We're going to take this little hammer-on jump, so to speak, and land in the D shape. Once we're there, blues pentatonic, slide, normal pentatonic, bending to the root. So instead of going all the way up, we're going to stop in the C shape. And what I would highly recommend for you to do is to take these licks and chromatically shift them up and down the neck. That's the way you're gonna really make this something you can use in your sleep. By just going. Anyway you start. And personally I really love the sound of just randomly shifting minor chords up and down. But I watched a lot of Lord of the Rings in my childhood, so maybe that's where it comes from. Really makes it nice. Colors, and for maximum effect, always play the chord you started in, so your hands know that when there's a bar chord, there's a reflex to play the lick all over the neck. Second one is going to do the exact opposite. We start with the same arpeggio on the C shape, and go back to the blues pentatonic here in the middle, which I love to use as a bridge between the two. Finish it up on the 7th fret in the E shape. The next one is pretty simple, but I wanted to pick something with triads. So what we do here again is we start in our simple E pentatonic blocks, but then we're gonna slide, which is a classic hack where you can really quickly move up and down through the pentatonics. And stop here with this arpeggio. And of course you could connect it back to the one we just did. Which rhythmically doesn't align so nicely, but basically what I want to show you right now is that you can, how do the Swedes call it, whooply-woo? You can just go in circles through the entire shapes that way very easily if you keep practicing them. And for the last one I wanted to do something a bit more complex. Again, we are working with triplets here. And end up in this nice inverted third, being A and C. Again, the notes from the chords. Back into full image, I have my face back, and hopefully you have some new ideas and possibilities how you can move between your basic chord shapes and pentatonic shapes. In the last videos I was showing you how you can take cowboy chords and pentatonics and mix them into new harmonic possibilities. This was more of a motoric workout. However, I hope it helps you to hammer home the point that thinking in this ascending harmony of 2 notes, 3 notes, 5 notes, and interconnecting them, and most importantly practicing them with actual chord changes, you can not only make everything you play much more musical, but you can leverage some of these concepts like the arpeggios to really move over the neck much more fluently. The CAGED system is great, but it's not so great for moving all over the neck. The stuff I gave you today, the stuff I picked up from Paul Gilbert, will. You can grab the guitar profiles with all the links down here in the description. Have a wonderful week and see you soon.